Hey girls, it's Tuesday and I am outside because it's really nice in Chicago finally.
I put the S-L-Y, the sly in House of Slytherin, the H-O-T, the hot in House of Slytherin, the S-I-N, the sin in House of Slytherin, the S-L-U-T, the slut in House of Slytherin.
I'm gonna sing the Doom song now! Doom, 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 doom!
I'm sitting in my backyard on the back porch watching Charlie run around. It's about 58 degrees today, which is really nice. It was probably a little warmer a little earlier, but it's about 5 o'clock now. I had my final today, so hopefully that means I'm finally completely done with this finance class. Unless I fail, in which case I have to take it over again, which wouldn't be fun. But I hope I am. I was up all night studying, circles under my eyes again. I think I did okay. Exciting news! Well, I find it very exciting. I was just rummaging through a drawer today in my kitchen and I found these. I don't even know where these came from. I've definitely never bought them and they were just there. So we are going to have plans for those. So I'm just going to get right into the question of the week, which is what non-Harry Potter fandoms and nerdy things are you into? My first fandom was the Monkees. I got involved in that fandom when I was like 12, and a lot of my very best friends are still from that fandom. Other nerdy things I'm into, you know, I could be here all day. Star Wars, Star Trek, Xena, Lord of the Rings. Sliders was one of my favorite shows. Anything Joss Whedon, you know, Buffy, Firefly. I love going to conventions and just dressing up and just in general being nerdy. Can we be nerdy about cupcakes? Lord of the Rings is a huge one. Lord of the Rings was the first convention that I went to ever. Like a nerdy convention that wasn't a convention for activism. That was my 21st birthday. We drove cross country to go to Lord of the Rings convention and a Xena convention. And I got to meet Billy Boyd and it was really awesome. That's where I got my Hobbit cutouts that I love. But yeah, definitely Lord of the Rings is pretty high on my top nerdy things. I've loved Lord of the Rings forever. I got the books from my dad. I still have his books as well as my own copies because those are really old copies from like 60s, I think. And they're going to fall apart if I'm not careful. So I've got another set. I've got a few other sets. At one point I could tell you pretty much everything about Lord of the Rings. I sadly have gotten a little out of it lately just because I've been really involved with Harry Potter and it's still a more active community. I used to be super involved in the Lord of the Rings community. I'm sure it's still very active. I just, you know, I have you guys and everything. It's still very important to me. If you know anything, you know everything that I inherited from my dad is very important to me, and that includes my love of sci-fi and fantasy, and Lord of the Rings is right on the top of that. Jeanette just said that I don't have to cover all my nerdy interests, so I think I'm going to leave it at this. So I'm going to go play with Charlie now and hopefully get some of his energy out, and then go make ice cream with my new housemates because they moved in yesterday, and we've been talking about making ice cream since they moved in, so we're going to go do that. Jeanette, I'll see you tomorrow. Everyone else, I hope to see your videos too this week.